You're paying for parking. There's a sticker on the meter telling you to scan to pay. You point your camera, tap the link that pops up on your screen, and type in your credit card number to finish the transaction. It takes maybe 10 seconds. It is a completely frictionless jump from a physical machine to a digital checkout. But that sticker you scanned was actually printed by someone else and placed right over the municipal code. By covering a legitimate endpoint, a scammer hijacked your digital destination and collected exactly what you typed into their fake portal. This trick bypasses software firewalls because it relies on something much simpler, a completely unquestioned human habit. We scan first, and we look second. Years of using touchless menus, daily transit passes, and digital payment kiosks have trained us to assume these little printed squares are inherently safe to interact with. A scammer sets up a fake login page, but to get you there, they depend entirely on this specific moment of blind compliance to initiate the process. The barcode itself is just a mechanism for delivering data. The actual exploit is our psychological autopilot. If someone texts you a suspicious link, you usually have a chance to spot the danger before you click. A traditional phishing attempt gives you a readable web address. You can glance at it and notice if the spelling is slightly off, or if the domain looks strange. A QR code removes that step entirely. There is absolutely no text to check before you decide to engage. This flowchart compares a standard URL path with a QR path. The text link provides a readable preview, a mental filter allowing you to reject bad links. But the opaque QR code bypasses that barrier entirely, completely obscuring its digital destination. By the time you realize something is wrong, you are already one tap away from a fraudulent environment designed to capture your inputs. Scammers take this exact mechanism and apply it to other high-stress situations, like a fake parking violation notice tucked under your windshield wiper. Or they drop fraudulent delivery slips at your front door, claiming you need to scan a code immediately to pay a missing customs fee. In every case, the attack succeeds specifically because a printed square on a piece of paper looks entirely mundane. This exact same principle applies when the code never leaves the digital space, arriving buried inside unsolicited emails and text messages. Standard spam filters protect your inbox by scanning incoming text characters, searching for strings of letters associated with known malicious links. But as the security scanner processes incoming data, it flags standard text URLs while passing right over the image file containing a QR pattern. The malicious routing data is structurally locked inside the visual pixel grid, effectively invisible to the text filter. The code effectively functions as an invisibility cloak, slipping past automated defenses online just as easily as it bypasses human intuition on the street. You don't actually need to stop using QR codes. You just need to introduce a 4-second pause before you interact with one. The first step is taking a moment to inspect the physical environment around the code itself. Check the surface. If a scammer has pasted their own sticker over a legitimate one, you can often feel a subtle seam or notice a difference in the texture and size. The second step happens on your screen. When you point your camera, most phones will display a preview of the web address before you actually open it. Read that address. Combining a quick physical check of the sticker with a glance at the link preview effectively restores your cognitive filter. If a code does slip past those checks, there is one final rule to protect your data. Never type your credit card number or a password directly onto a page that a QR code just opened. If you scan a code and it immediately asks for payment, close your browser, open your phone, and navigate directly to the verified official app or website yourself. The code is nothing more than a neutral barcode. By taking 4 seconds to look before you tap, you remove the risk completely and retain total control over your data.